still have TikTok brain selfies. I'm debating between the improvisation or the hating. I'll probably start improvising, whenever I see fit. Well, thanks for being here, everyone, first of all. It's really worked out nicely. I purposely didn't really research the venue that much, and I wanted to be surprised, and in every way I'm very pleasantly surprised. It's a very nice spot. And yeah, just really fun to see all these different faces and people colliding for the first time, and definitely will be something I'll remember, you'll remember, and hopefully all of you remember. I missed a sea of weddings for a lot of you in that age group. But yeah, so growing up, Eric gave me definitely some of the best memories of my life. We did a lot. A lot of it was self-driven, a lot of it was being forced by our parents, but we were boogie boarding, we were fighting, we were watching a lot of movies. We did a lot growing up, especially in the younger years. We had so many good traditions, at the beach, our comedy movie rating system, which I'm not sure anyone knows. This, tells you some tidbits about the detail-oriented nature of Eric as a person. We went through hundreds of movies, and we measured with at the time, they called it a clipboard, or I don't know what it was. I think it might have been maybe a phone if we even had them at that age. Yeah. We would measure every single laugh throughout 3-hour movies, and not just did we laugh, it's also what was the intensity of each laugh, at which point then we would add all the laughs together to get the laugh intensity per minute score. So we had a very objective way. We gotta look at the notes. It might be the most objective way to measure a comedy movie.
Airplane's the funniest.
Airplane was a 10.7 if I recall correctly. Laugh intensity per minute. It was slapstick humor. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of good times, and it's amazing how time flies. Eric has a lot of quirks. He manages to wear usually an average about 23.7 different shades of blue in any given week. At least 3 different shades of blue every day. He doesn't own any red, never seen it. Just blue, varying degrees. And he buys a lot of running shoes without my approval, of questionable fashion. And he definitely, as the Skidmore guys can attest to, has a real encyclopedic knowledge of completely irrelevant sports statistics. Let's just test them here. Who won Super Bowl 44, and who was the MVP?
Saints 31, Colts 17, Drew Brees was the MVP.
And I was debating, just having this conversation with Austin, debating, do we prepare him for that, or do I just put him on the spot? And there you go. No one's checking, but I assume he was correct. So time has moved so quickly since those days, and it's really crazy to think we're already here celebrating, this beautiful wedding of Eric and Elise. I know and I hope that they'll have, a life where they maximize every single day. One of my favorite expressions, because life really passes by, especially every year you get past a certain point. It flies, as I can attest to as I get extremely old. And they have a very wholesome, steady, and healthy relationship, and I'll always be around though to suggest, a healthy dose of danger and chaos and unpredictability, as they live a very balanced life, maybe the opposite of mine. And Elise, you've been the perfect partner. You've created a really supportive relationship that's warm and healthy and stable and calm and reliable, and it's a good change of pace for him and our family. You can see it in their home. You go in their home, it just looks inviting and looks like it's really lived in. The past, I wouldn't call it bare bones, but it's a little, the mattress is on the floor. Now you go in their home, it looks like there's been a lot of thought put into it, which is really good to see. And I think 98% Elise, but she did a fantastic job. And it's just obvious how much you love each other and just really supportive, and it's really cool. So I couldn't be more thrilled to welcome you into the family and see you live a terrific life together. And I'll be there for travel recommendations and approvals for your trips and credit card points consultations and whatever else you need. So let's raise a toast to them again. And thanks again everyone for being here.
Cheers.
I can't memorize any speeches. I just want to
Cheer for your best man, everybody. Thank you, Troy. With our bridesmaids combined here. Welcome Samantha, Layla, and Jessica.
We promise we'll only talk for about a minute each. We won't make you sit here for 3 full speeches, but we just wanted to take a moment to say something about Elise and Eric. We couldn't resist. So hi everybody. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Sam, and I have the absolute honor of being Elise's bridesmaid and the even greater honor of being her cousin. For those of you who do know me, you know, I was probably more nervous about this speech than Elise was about walking down the aisle. I mean, really, have you ever seen a more amazing and laid-back bride and groom? Growing up, Elise, Jessica, Evan, and I were basically glued at the hip. Whether it was vacations, weekends at Nana's pool, or just a random weekday afternoon, we were always together, and I mean always. Looking back, I don't know how our parents or Nana and Papa survived having the 4 of us together all the time, but I do know I wouldn't trade those memories for anything. One of my favorite memories of Elise is when she and I both made the high school cheerleading team as alternates. You know, most people would probably be pretty disappointed. Nope, not us. We actually thought it was genius. We didn't have to actually do anything. We still got the uniforms. We just spent the whole season laughing, cheering, and just enjoying the ride. Best gig ever, if you ask me. That's Elise, though. She finds the joy in everything. She's beautiful, steady, brilliant, and without a question, the kindest person I've ever met. She has always been the heart of our cousin crew. And then along came Eric. From day one, he fit right in. Funny, caring, and instantly part of the family. Eric, I want to officially welcome you into the cousin crew. It's loud, it's chaotic, but if you can survive Elise's Hamilton sing-alongs, you can survive anything. But in all seriousness, you fit right in, and we're so happy to have you. So tonight, I just want to say how happy I am that Elise has found someone who loves her as much as she deserves. Being around them, you can't help but feel their love. It's fun, it's real, and it's the kind of love that makes everyone in the room believe in happily ever after. Elise and Eric, may your life together be filled with as much laughter, magic, and adventure as a Disney movie. Only better because this story's yours. Cheers to you and a lifetime of happiness. I love you both so much. We'll hold the cheers for the end. We're probably all going to sing.
Hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Elise's younger cousin Jessie, and I'm so excited to be here celebrating the love of Elise and Eric. I want to start by sharing some of my favorite memories of Elise from when we were younger because I think it does a good job of showing everybody the laughter and joy that Elise always brought us into our whole family. For a little context, Samantha kind of already gave it, but Evan, Samantha, Elise, and I are 4 cousins who spent a lot of time together growing up. Since Elise and I are the youngest, it's pretty safe to say that we were always bringing the chaos to the group, while Evan and Samantha were always trying to bring some maturity. One time, and Nana, I think you're going to kill me for telling this story. She knows, she just said miniature golfing, yes. So one time, our Nana decided to take the 4 of us mini golfing, and we were being the loudest, most obnoxious kids in the whole place. And we were driving Nana crazy. Right before we finished golfing, Elise somehow managed to hit the ball so hard that it bounced over a fence and ended up in the parking lot. I think, yeah, onto somebody's car. I think that was the first time that I ever saw my Nana mad. But looking back, it's a great story to tell. Another one of my favorite stories of Elise, this is also my favorite, but we were all going to Disney World, and I can't even imagine being a parent and trying to bring kids through TSA, because I'm scared to even go through alone, but we somehow all made it through without any issues, and if you're starting to get suspicious, you should be. It almost seemed to go too well until Elise admitted something to us. She, a child, somehow brought scissors through TSA. They'll catch you if you accidentally leave a water bottle in your bag, but if Elise wants to bring her favorite scissors to Disney World, they will let it slide. In all seriousness, though, I've looked up to Elise since I was a little girl, and I still do to this day. Elise, you are a kind and beautiful woman, and I am so happy to watch you and Eric's love story bloom, especially in your TikTok vlogs of your date nights. And Eric, welcome to the family, but next summer I'm going to be the first to jump in his pool. I can't wait to celebrate all night long with you guys, and cheers to the happy couple.
Hi everyone. would speak more about Elise, so I wanted to quickly shout out Eric. So Eric joined this family shortly after I did, and for that I am very grateful that all the attention was no longer on me, and it was on Eric. So I feel like I have a unique perspective on Elise and Eric's relationship because I got to know both of them pretty much around the same time. And for Elise, I watched her flourish and become the most true self that I've ever seen. Eric brings out the best of you. And for Eric, I watched you fit right into this family as if you had always been a part of it. So, growing up as an only child, I've always dreamed of having a sister, and Elise, I truly couldn't ask for a better person to take that position. So, I am so happy for the both of you, and I wish you both a lifetime full of love and laughter. Cheers to the happy couple. I know, right?
So for your bridesmaids, everybody, thank you guys.
I forgot a hug.
Love you guys. I'm running to sit down.
Wait, I was dying. I was doing scissors tonight because of her speech. No, I was dying.
Oh, the scissors.
We'll be starting the dinner service shortly. And get the party going.